We did a lot of box work with Bella on Friday. I start with her first distraction being this bowl of food that I put on the wheelchair. And I just want to reward her for coming away from it and choosing me. At this stage in box work, we have not added any command. You can see she becomes excitable at people who are talking, people who came into the lobby, but she chooses the handler, which is me. And again, if you've seen these videos now on our YouTube channel, we are discussing how this changes the nervous system from having reactive responses to distractions to having neutral, seek human or seek owner reactions to distractions. I decided I was about to turn on a distraction, like a toy, but the lobby got busy again, so I went ahead and decided to work with organic distractions. She has all but forgotten about that bowl of food too. Like, she almost doesn't care about it at all. So distractions can be anything. You don't have to be high tech. You don't have to be crazy. Some wet food on a paper plate outside of the box can be a distraction, right? Other pets in the home, kids in the home, outside of the box can all be distractions. So we're just working back and forth. This original video was quite long. We did a lot of back and forth with organic distractions before I added anything that was a little bit more exciting. You can see she even boofs a little bit there. I say nothing. Let her have her reaction. Let her recognize that reaction does not pay out, but returning to the human does pay out. So here I've introduced a moving cat toy, which does represent prey to most dogs. So if your dog is bird, squirrel, rabbit driven, putting out these moving cat toys can be very helpful. We always put our treat down so the dog has to look at the distraction, and we let the dog choose to come towards us. So we're going to see this again. Sometimes she leaves me on her own. And this is one of those moments where I would tell people, if your dog comes to get their treat but quickly bails on you, they're not ready to be off leash in other scenarios like at the park or on a hike. So I've asked someone to come in and turn the toy off and present a new toy. I still feel like Bella's too quick to come away from this toy, and I want to see an actual challenge. So we bring out this bird, and this bird flaps around, and we'll see that this really excites Bella. She has a lot of excitement. A couple of times she turns towards me and I yes her, so she gets her treat here. But we're going to see that a couple of times she turns towards me and I do give her a yes, but she's too excitable, too far gone. She doesn't actually respond to her yes. So I toss her treat out. So there, I yesed her, and then she was like, oh my God, I'm just so excited. And again, another yes, but she's lost herself with excitement. That one I was able to catch her. And now she's really quick about offering me a turnaround. So we're going to give her, and here she doesn't leave me at all. So this is where we can say, I have this dog's attention. I know she's going to hear me if I speak. So now I start asking her to do things. I'm going to actually call her to come towards me. I'm eventually going to ask for a sit and eventually ask for her to heel past those distractions.
Bella, yes, good girl.
She doesn't sit where I want, but look at this attention. This dog now no longer cares about the food or the two moving cat toys or even the lobby. Only when you can predict that your dog does not care about the distractions can you ensure they can actually hear you when you give a command. Distraction work is the foundations for all training. Here I have the lick mat out, and we were going to work on not jumping when people greeted her. But the lobby got very busy, and this family outside of the gate with their Rottweiler lingered and spoke with the groomer for a long period of time. On occasion, dogs will produce a reaction, so some reactivity out of Bella. So here I'm just using the lick mat to keep her engaged, calm, and neutral while this very large dog is in the lobby. And honestly, she did really well. Um, we'll see, I think, twice that she looks up at the dog, but realistically doesn't care much about it.
But she's usually normally good with flippers.
Okay. Well, it's not too terribly crazy busy down there right now either, so she should be not as it's not as commotion